Yeah, it's this thing. I'm going to prescribe you this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to leave my house.
No, we've been doing it for a while, and it's definitely convenient.
Someone logged in?
No, just telling us that our...
I was like, someone logged into the call?
We've been hacked.
Can you send the invite?
I'm going to do it right now. Fuck.
I
Told you never to bother me when I'm cleaning my room.
Oh, I referenced South Park today. Fuck, what was it? Oh. Baby Fark McGee's axe. Fucking...
Was that the Goobax?
No, that was the one where the alien comes down from space. Randy and Stan make a little racer, the little track racers.
Pinewood Derby,
and they put like a warp drive in it by accident, and it takes off to space.
Yeah.
It attracts the aliens, and the aliens put us through a test.
Yeah.
But the test is whether we give back space bucks.
Yeah.
Whatever the value of space bucks is.
Log in, dude.
Oh, man. But the alien comes in talking like, yeah, see?
Yeah, I remember that guy.
Baby Fark McGeeziax.
That was his actual name? Baby Fark McGeeziax?
Mm-hmm. And then he goes, whatever you do, don't turn me into the space cops or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's got, I just robbed this space bank or whatever.
Space bank, yeah. I remember.
Then the cops show up. Hey, did you guys see this guy? They accidentally kill him. They know that there's some space bucks somewhere. 2 weeks later, space cops come back. Hey, how come you guys, half the planets build a bunch of water parks all of a sudden? Because everybody thinks they're
spending money on space bucks.
So good.
I was just saying I probably dropped off on like season 18 or something.
Yeah.
And they're up to 24 seasons, so I am planning on binging every bit of the rest of these. That's what I'll do in Vegas while you guys are out gambling. I'll just binge South Park in the hotel room.
Okay, let me know if it's good. Probably not.
You guys are Jose's laughing like it's not actually going to happen.
We're going to come in from whatever wild adventure we end up. He's going to be sitting on the bed watching his iPad with a
on
glass
his
of
laptop.
wine, with a glass of wine in a robe. I'm just going to shake my head and go to sleep.
Yeah.
All right.
He's going to have those thing in between his toes because he's got his.
He just painted his toenails.
That sounds like
sounds
like a good night to me.
I think he's looking at.
I'll tell you what.
I think he's looking for you to paint his toenails. And you know what? Maybe one night you come in a little tipsy-turvy, and it's not a tough sell.
Man, we walked a lot today, right?
Is that the...
My feet really hurt.
I'm thinking of wearing sandals tomorrow, but I'm embarrassed by my feet.
Is that the plan? Is that the hotel room assignments? Casey and Matt, Jose and I?
Yeah.
I guess.
All right, I'm good with that.
I'm gonna sleep on that monorail. Just stay on that thing. He has to just kick me when it's time to get up and move.
Hey,
there he is. When in doubt, check the monorail.
I'll be at Fat Tuesdays.
What's that?
We'll
It's a margarita place.
It's in MGM Grand. We'll grab one on the way to the
it's
show.
It's the 3-foot margarita stand.
Oh, nice. They hang from your neck and stuff.
No, it's it's got a giant
It's like a
ball
yard,
at the
it's like a
bottom.
yard.
Yeah.
That's how you start off the. We'll start off the day.
That's
Like
usually how. Yeah, if I can. I like to start that way.
Back in the day, dude, I used to get myself some Fat Tuesday.
I don't know what you're. I don't know. What are you referring to?
Good for you. Good for you.
Okay. Did you get Skinny Wednesdays after that too, or Fat Mondays?
Hungover Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Hungover Wednesday. Let me check one more.
Oh, somebody's willing to paint your toes. Reverse people.
Yeah, that's Joey's friend. That's the guy I went wheeling with. That's Joey's neighbor. He has a
What does reverse people mean?
I don't know. He just said, "I'm reverse people on YouTube." I was like, "Okay."
I'm gonna have to watch what I say tonight, I think.
No.
No?
No.
All right, there it is.
See?
All
Exactly. Which alien? What type?
Wow,
Tim.
I'm over here doing clicking and setting out. I didn't realize you guys were all.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff happening in
yeah.
In the
The
room.
reptilians. Is he still alive? Riley Martin?
No.
Why is Shy trying to flatter Matt right now? Matt lost some weight for sure.
Because it's obvious, dude.
All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're starting this whole thing off.
We're still doing that?
Yeah, we're starting this whole thing off with Shy in the chat room trying to flatter Matt. Oh, Matt's for sure lost some weight.
This is a nice color on me, though. You gotta admit.
Yeah, it's just that fruity teal shirt that you're wearing.
You know what? That's all you got to do to lose some weight. Is just wear some fruity colors.
Yeah, black is slimming. What?
So we're what, 4 weeks in now? 5 weeks?
I think this is
a
the
midweek,
fifth.
midweek or midpoint.
Yeah. What? Where are you at?
So I was bragging the other night about weighing 257. So that's
that's 13 pounds. No,
16 pounds.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and then I got on the scale this morning after.
265.
No, I was at 260.
Wow, man. That's awesome, dude.
It's feels pretty good. And that's again. I'm still drinking. Some space dust on the weekends. Just not all space dust.
It's Miller Lights.
And going to Miller Lights. Miller Lights, and then I cut out sugar.
Dude,
wow.
How fucked up.
Monty's so pissed off about it, too.
Wait.
She's, I hate it. I work out every day. I cut out sugar. I ain't lost shit.
Look, how fucked up was your diet that switching to Miller Lights?
Exactly.
You drink Miller Lite, you lose 16 pounds.
Yeah.
All I had to do, if you'd have told me months ago, that's all I had to do to get some compliments from Shy. Shit, I'd have done it then, and who knows where I'd be now.
So you're at what now?
Let's call it. We could say confidently 260.
All right.
Yeah, I did walk my projects plural today. And my little watch was like, dude, you did your exercise for the day. Good job. It gave me a virtual high five. So maybe I go back to that 257 tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see.
Wow, that's awesome, Matt.
Thank you.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, don't believe it.
Good old Jose over here kind of detoured a little bit.
Did you?
What? Where are you at right now?
I haven't weighed myself in 4 days.
Well, 4 days ago, where were you at?
I've been maintaining what I lost, the 7 pounds.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
So 263. But I think it's safe to say I might have put a little bit back.
Well, it was a
over the
holiday
weekend.
Yeah. We went to the movies yesterday, so I don't give a shit. I'm getting a giant vat of popcorn, and I drank real soda yesterday. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
I don't see Casey in the chat room to get his weight, but we'll see. I'm at as of yesterday morning, I'm at 203.
Damn, dude, you started at what, 216?
215.
Wow, man, you guys are in the double digits lost. I gotta get my shit together here.
I got down to 202. And then it was like, nope, back up to 204, and then now 203. I was telling Matt,
Casey's down 10.
Okay,
Man, I gotta.
Casey's 188. That's some dude. That's some bullshit. We should have weighed him this weekend when he was at the house because I don't believe his scale. But like on my little weight loss thing, you can see like how it goes.
Oh yeah.
And then it goes up and then down, up and down.
Yeah, that's how mine is. Too.
And then so basically the day after the spike is just a good solid poop. And so as you can tell by this chart, I'm completely due for a good
well, dude, I have
release.
I have popcorn poops ready, man. Obviously.
Okay, so wow. So Casey's 203. Man, that's
263 is what I weighed the last time.
Okay.
But yeah, look, much like mine keep going up and down. Like my
Yeah. I've done this enough times to know that's just normal. Like there's going to be, and it depends on what time of day you weigh yourself and all that stuff. So,
okay, well that's exciting.
I'm going to keep going. So with the success, Matt, of your, we'll say 13 pounds now because you put 3 back on.
That's motivation.
Yeah.
Right there. That's motivational.
What is your end goal now? What do you think
You think you can hit 250?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, by the end of the
yeah.
Woo. Yeah, I think so. I think honestly, I feel better. Like I think I'm sleeping better. There's just a lot of positives. Maybe in the next, I actually start riding my bike or doing some kind of exercise would be the next step. And that doesn't seem impossible or like something I won't do. So yeah, maybe 250 would be pretty rad. Actually,
that was the goal I wanted to hit, 250. But
well, you better
start.
You better do more.
Yeah, I gotta do better. I just gotta do better.
And I still call BS on Casey. I don't I don't see it. I don't see the. He looked fat when I saw him yesterday.
when you guys were playing butts up and
oh my god,
torturing our kids.
Let's talk about the epic game of butts up this weekend. So Sunday, we'll talk about Jose's cool weekend because Jose had a cooler weekend than we did. Saturday I cleaned the house, backyard and stuff. Sunday we had people over for barbecue, and so Matt, my brother Casey, myself. Michael, Matt's son, and Zen, Casey's son, we were all in the pool playing with a tennis ball, throwing it up against the house. And Zen says, "Hey, do you guys want to play butts up? Have you ever heard of butts up?" We're like,
"Son,
yeah, dude, we're gonna play butts up."
Do you really know what you're getting? He
didn't know.
He did not know.
We start playing,
and I saw you guys going. I'm like, oh, I should get in on some of this, and then I went, oh no, I don't have to get involved in this. I can just sit back and enjoy.
So we started playing, and first, that's the most I've thrown anything in 3 years.
How's your arm?
And it felt great.
Nice.
I did not have any pain in the morning. I mean, I wasn't chucking the ball, but I was able.
Could you rotate?
Yeah, I was able to pick the ball up and throw, and it was a lot of elbow and wrist, but. Which, I mean, that's at my age. As long as you've been married, elbow and wrist is all you got. But it was, I felt great. So we start playing, and we made sure Zen gets his first letter, his B, and then he gets his U, and then we tell him, all right, 2 more, and you're up against the pool wall, and we're throwing the ball at you. No, you can't do that. I'm like, that's how you play butts up.
What did you think butts up was?
Yeah. I'm like, what did you think? He's like, well, we can't do that. You get in trouble at school. You're not at school, son.
Yeah.
It is time.
You guys have been playing amateur butts up.
Yeah.
I come from a day when it was like,
yes.
yeah, exactly.
You'd come home with welts on your back because you were
Yeah.
playing with a racquetball.
Oh man, yeah, those stung.
Yeah. So yeah, these pansy ass kids these days are playing butts up with no consequences. So
And then Casey was like, he probably got a trophy still too.
so twice Zen butted out and had to lay up on top of the pool while he chucked balls at his butt. And if Child Protective Services is listening to any of this, it was all in fun. But yeah, it was fun. We played two full rounds, and I had a hell of a good time. It was good to get everybody together for a.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's been a long time since the entire family. Well, I guess at your house not long ago, most of the family was there.
Yeah,
but
Michael's birthday.
Yep, but,
same thing except different venue. Shooting baskets in the pool. It's fun.
Oh yeah, Matt brought his pool basket.
You fixed it.
Cord over, and it was all.
It's all
wonky.
square now.
Yeah,
it's all square now. I don't know. It's affecting my shot.
I'm looking at it, and it's like about to fall apart. Bringing your defective shit to my house.
Well, your sister put it together, so.
Explains.
Mm-hmm.
Explains. Jose, what did you do on Saturday?
I went wheeling.
Son of a bitch. We don't do that anymore.
Yeah, you guys.
Well, like I said, I think he called the other phone number or texted the other Matt because I didn't hear shit about that.
I did, and I had to get stuff cleaned up for Sunday. But I'm failing as a father because we were talking. Presley and I were sitting around talking about off-roading, and she said, "How come we don't go off-roading anymore?"
Whoa, dude!
Wow.
I'm like, because Daddy's very busy, sweetheart. I will make an effort to get out there.
Yeah, this was a last minute thing. Joey invited me. Very last minute, like night before.
That's how it goes.
That's us, right?
And I'm like, where are you going? He's like, Joshua Tree. Oh, so we're going to the desert in the middle of a super hot weekend.
Yes.
It was like 106 degrees out there, by the way. But we did Burdu Canyon. I had done it once before.
Bird Poop Canyon?
Bird Poop Canyon.
Burdu.
Oops. And it's a cool little trail. It's easy. Not technical at all. It leads right into Joshua Tree. And it drops you off like right down the street from Skull Rock. So I don't know if you guys ever been in that area.
Sounds like something from the Goonies.
Yep, it looks like it. The Rock does.
I want to go to the what was that? The Telegratron or
Integratron?
The Integratron.
We should do a day run out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody planned that. Go.
So that trail is it's cool. It's like if you guys want to do like an easy trail for the day, I highly suggest Burdu Canyon. It's fun, easy. It drops you off into Joshua Tree. It's just a dirt trail. And then from there we drove quite a ways into the park, maybe like 25 minutes on the road, to a trail called Old Dale Road, and it's like on the east side of the park. And yeah, man, that's like the smoothest dirt road I've ever been on in my life. It was like
really?
It was like riding on top of like imagine if you were driving on butter. Like it was so smooth, dude. Like
wow,
no ruts. It was just enough like consistency. Like it was just smooth, man. Air down. You could go fast. There's no ruts, no rocks. Just a straight road for like 20 minutes, dude. Of that. It was awesome.
Okay.
How did the air conditioning in the cruiser work?
Not good, Cotton.
I know you've been having trouble with it. So
well, at above 100 degrees, it's not the greatest. And if you're not moving fast enough, it doesn't work well.
So you might as well just roll down your windows.
So I had my windows rolled down.
Oh,
gross.
wicked.
Yeah, and Joey had like top down, just a bikini top on his Jeep. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? He's like, hey, man, we're going to the desert. I was like, yeah, what are you doing?
Exactly. What are you doing, man?
Why?
So, yeah, but, I forgot to mention who went. It was just me, Joey, and his neighbor, Dell, which is he's actually on the show right now.
Hey, Dale, what's up?
He also drives a landcruiser.
Hey, Dale, I'm sorry.
But his AC works way better because he didn't roll his windows down.
Hey, Dale, you're better than Jose.
But yeah, man, he has a really awesome rig. It's all kitted out for the adventures he wants to go on. Like all armored up, racked up, sleeping platform in the back, fridge. Like, he can go wherever he wants in that thing right now. If he were to jump in it and go wherever he wants.
Okay. Yeah, and you guys wanted to go to Joshua Tree.
So we went to Joshua Tree.
Yeah, nice. That was how was that, like a half day?
No, dude, I got home like at 8:30.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a long day, dude. It was a super long day.
When he said that they were going up there, because I thought, you know what, my backyard's pretty clean. I just need to do a couple things. But when he was like, yeah, we're going up.
It's an hour and a half.
2 hours there,
yeah.
2 hours back. It's no way.
But we did a lot of mine exploring, which was cool. Joey had all these routes. He had done all these routes before. And we're just like going from one mine to another. And it's crazy, dude, how there's just giant holes. Like,
if you look hard enough,
you fall into.
That's how it was.
That's
back
that's how it was back in the day, dude. There's no like.
Because you were so fucking bored. You're like, let's just go out to the desert and dig some holes. Maybe we'll find something of value. You know what? Yeah, while you're doing it, I'm going to build the Integratron out in the middle of nowhere. Sweet, bro. And there's this, people were dumb back then.
There's not even back then. There's
actually still.
Yeah,
there's
a
dumb.
story. I want to say it was on This American Life, and it's a story of these people that came across this. This is just barely after 9/11. Mm-hmm. They come across this hole in the ground. They go into it. It's a full tunnel,
and the lizard people came out.
Full tunnel, big enough for someone to walk in, and it goes all the way back, and then it opens up into this area where you could tell, like someone was
Flying
in there doing someone was in there doing stuff, and it launched this full FBI investigation.
Probes?
No, like people were living in there. So anyways, it launches this full FBI investigation, and what it ended up being is this dude was living with his sister. And she annoyed him so much, he just wanted a place of his own. So he went and dug a hole in this empty field to create his own little man cave in the back. And he just wanted to be able to hang out by himself.
I didn't know where you were going with a giant hole in the desert with a dude and his sister. I didn't know
after 9/11. After 9/11.
Yeah.
Just after 9/11 is how we
everybody was like,
I'm going to say aliens, but clearly it's terrorist activity. Like...
Well, I thought he was going somewhere else with the dude and his sister, but
there's so many directions he could have went. That was like a choose your adventure story right there. We could have went so many different ways.
Yeah, see, here it's called, the episode is What's Going On There, and I'm trying to find the episode. But yeah, it was a whole thing where like the FBI and everybody was involved thinking this was like a terrorist plot that they were going to use, and it was just a dude that wanted to get the F away from his nagging sister.
Wow.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, just moved to Texas like everybody else, you know?
Oh, man.
But yeah, man, I plotted that. So I plotted the route that we took, and I told you, like, it was so much variety on the trail. Like, there was, sand, there was loose dirt, there was like rock. Joey's like, dude, this is what Parker was like. Like, he kept saying like this was like what the Parker trip was like. Dude, I almost been like, dude, this might be a candidate for a winter expedition if we were to to drive around in those areas.
Joshua Tree though is gonna be pretty nutty, right? You think? I guess any place is gonna be crazy.
You mean just busy?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't Joshua Tree nutty already though? Like, don't you go over there to discover yourself and do stuff?
You know what? I haven't been, so
I usually
discover
myself at home, dude.
In a closed room.
Preferably when it's real quiet.
with a candle lit. And...
No, I don't need all that. I don't need a quiet room. I don't need a candle.
I need 3.5 minutes.
But yeah, man, it's just crazy how we just people would build up these little mining areas and build these giant holes in the side of a mountain, all for the search of just to make money, man. It's like,
are you referencing In Search of?
No.
With Leonard Nimoy?
Purdue Canyon, that whole Joshua Tree area. I mean, I know I've been out there, but as to what extent, I don't.
Put your crazy map on the big screen.
Yeah. So Purdue Canyon right there is just an easy trail into Joshua Tree.
And the Integratron, I think, is over by that.
No, that's over there by
the Sky Valley or something.
That's like
dang.
That's far, dude. That's way out of the way. Yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, we could do Joshua Tree. So I wonder, is Joey's usually not in the chat. I wonder what Joey's opinion is on Purdue Canyon versus Parker. Like if he thought it was worthy of a winter expedition after the last one.
Yeah. So I asked him about that. I'm like, what if we did Parker again for a winter expedition? Because I've been there before, but I want to go back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were there the one time.
I have the shirt
That's the I'm wearing the Mojave Trail shirt.
He's like, yeah. He's like, but it'd be cool if we do like 2 groups, one for the hard stuff that wasn't done, I guess, on the last trip. Was there hard trails that weren't hit?
We were supposed to go on the other side of the river and hit some stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, there was at one point when we hit Vampire Mine, there was the trail was narrow enough to where some of the bigger trucks could have been Kevin Jones just bombed it, right? Mm-hmm. But literally hanging off the edge, like. So there was a handful of people that didn't want to go up that trail and went a different route.
Yeah.
And then on the second day, coming back from the desert bar, we took a rough route. Matt and a bunch of the guys took the rough route, and the rest of us went around. I still think there's plenty of stuff out here to see that we didn't do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm open to that too. I mean, look, I've never done Death Valley. That's why I keep pushing it.
I'm totally fine with Death Valley.
But we've never done it, so we'd have to do like a pre-run.
Like
a reconnaissance.
Well, we have someone that did a pre-run.
Okay.
So she's given us some details. But
she was in a Ford. No, she wasn't even in her Ford.
No.
What kind of pre-run did she do? She didn't even have a 4-wheel drive.
The only thing is, it'll be cold.
Oh, you think Parker isn't going to be cold? You think Joshua Tree's not going to be cold?
I can tell you from experience that Parker will not be as cold. So we used to do Parker every year, right after from Christmas to New Year's, and yeah, you're wearing a hoodie and jeans during the day and a beanie at night. Well, we were staying in a house too; we weren't camping, but it wasn't that bad. I feel like Parker's going to be pretty cold.
Death Valley's going to be freezing.
Yeah, Death Valley's going to be very cold.
Well, it's going to be similar to Anza, so 30 degrees at night.
We could go out here to Seligman, Arizona, to 40.
Oh no.
40
Not
acres.
this place again. Is this like a timeshare you're trying to take us to?
No,
hey, enjoy
Whitefish.
yourself in
That's
Seligman.
Whitefish, Montana. That's where
that's everybody's going.
Eric Estrada was selling land on that infomercial.
What? Ponch was selling some land up there?
Yeah, Whitefish. Hey, man.
Nobody knows who Poncherello is, dude.
Maybe in this audience.
Yeah, there's some. Scott, speaking of, Scott just logged in. He knows who Punch is. So yeah, I'm open to that as well. I mean, we haven't absolutely finalized winter expedition.
I think the date has kind of been finalized, right?
I think so.
Just the location.
Yeah, destination, and maybe we'll do it where we don't tell people where we're going. We'll make them register. And they'll find out last minute.
Joe. Yeah, that's nice.
I don't know. I mean, there's always Anza again. Anza's south of that right there. We still haven't made it to Superstition Mountain.
Yeah, we have not. I was just gonna say, if we were gonna do that, we would have to go down and start at Superstition Mountain. I will tell you that year we went with
the mud
with Evan and that whole group.
It was Evan and David? No.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look, but that was the most miserable and the most fun at the same time. Like, I remember just everything. Pouring ass rain, everything absolutely coated in mud. It was a shit show.
I want to do Valley of the Moon down there, which is I think our rigs can do it.
There's Hellhole Palms.
What?
Right there on the map. Hellhole Palms.
Yeah, Valley of the Moon is.
I'm sure that place is
one
rad.
that we want to do too.
So, I mean,
There's also Glamis.
I'm not a sand guy. I'm not a sand guy.
you don't know that. How do you know that?
You gotta try. You never know unless you try.
I've tried it in my car. It sucks.
You never know if you could do it unless you do it again.
So as we're talking about Ponch,
I'll bring my dirt bike. You can ride my dirt bike.
Rob Flores sends me pictures of Ponch, literally Ponch at some
Wow.
at some
CHP
event. Receiving something from the CHP. So apparently Rob and Ponch go way back. They're old buddies. They're high school buddies.
He's like the Hispanic Dick Clark. Like that dude does not get any older. The guy's been famous for 50 years.
Yeah.
He looks the same.
He wasn't famous for me from Chips. He was famous for me from Dos Mujeres Un Camino,
Yes.
which is
Dos-
two women, one road.
Yes.
Oh, I thought Caminos was like shrimp or something in Spanish.
No, that's Camarón.
I was close. I think I deserve credit for knowing some Spanish there.
You'll get by.
Yeah. So he's gonna be in Mexico.
Give
trying
me
to say
two
that.
Caminos.
Yeah, and they're gonna be like,
Take some Caminos,
this stupid
please.
white guy wants some shrimp. He wants two roads. No, two
Nah,
shrimp.
I think he
Shrimp
wants
tacos.
shrimp.
Look at that guy.
Yeah.
He's not on the road. He's on shrimp.
But yeah, dude, there's mines, there's trails, like great. It was a great diverse like terrain. There's shale, there's sand, loose dirt, rock. It was a long day, man. And then we ended up eating dinner at some Mexican restaurant, which is really good.
Mhm.
And yeah, got home super late.
What Mexican restaurant?
It's in 29 Palms right there. I don't know. It's a fine Mexican cuisine. It was good.
Okay.
I forgot what the name.
Is that the name of it was? It was fine
It
Mexican.
was in the title.
And the This American Life episode I'm talking about is 567, and it talks about this mysterious tunnel that's found in the forest of Toronto. Public speculation is all over the place and totally wrong. And then it tells the story about how the guy built it because he got tired of listening to his sister.
I always find it funny, dude. There's always like 15 people in our live chat. There's only ever like 5 or 6 thumbs up.
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't do anything good enough for a thumbs up.
I'm just thankful
Actually, I
it's
should be
not
thankful.
thumbs down.
Yeah, you're right. I was about to say, I'm like, at least
Casey's-
there's any thumbs down.
Casey suggested, I just saw Casey said Valley of the Moon.
Yeah, that's a cool one too.
But that was going to be last year's. But when you get down there, there's just the one trail, Valley to the Moon. Where do
Yes.
you go next? So it would have to be Valley to the Moon and then up to Superstition,
Yes.
right? So I mean, it's
I think that we pick a spot where we camp, and we're not picking up and packing up every day.
correct.
That
So-
has to be paramount.
So
number one.
Ocotillo or Anza is a good spot for that because you just set up
Yes.
base camp.
well, and I think we could do Valley of the Moon if we camped it at Anza, and then just woke up. One morning we're going
Yeah.
to jump on the road, drive down the 8, do Valley of the Moon, and then come back. Right, that's just one of the trips for the day, and then the
Yeah.
next day is in Anza. So Anza is an option. Anza, Ocotillo area is an option. The complete opposite direction, Death Valley, is an option.
Alabama Hills,
Joshua Tree.
395.
Do we want to talk about how we think we're going to do the registration for this, or do we want to?
Did we do enough
Did we talk about it?
commitment?
No, well, you and I
wait.
talked about the
Okay, but Joey suggested some stuff too. That I wanted to
so-
talk
Oh,
to
you
you
talked
about.
to Joey about it.
Yeah.
So I know a guy. I know a guy named
I
Joey.
see how
Joey
it
says
is.
we should do some things. Okay, so we won't talk about that now.
But it was something that we had talked about already, so I don't think it's
all right. Well, we'll hold off on. I mean, we're a ways away. We're gonna open up registration, but I will tell you.
Bob Dotson's registered, right? Is he ready to go?
Oh no, we're talking about SEMA now.
Oh, what are we talking
That's
about?
what I thought we were talking
Yeah.
No,
about.
I was talking about how we were gonna choose who's going on the winter expedition.
Oh, yeah. We can talk about that.
All right, so
God, we got 2 important things to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't even know about how we're whittling down the crew for winter expedition.
So we're capping it off, right?
so okay, we are
Oh,
going.
yeah.
We have to cap off the winter expedition at
15.
15 plus or minus.
What do we have at Parker?
Plus or minus 0.
Plus or minus. It's going to depend on a couple vendors coming or no, but 15.
We had 24 at Parker.
Yes.
22,
I think 24.
There's 30 in Mojave.
30 is too many. It's just absolutely too many.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
So, this is tentative, people, and I will probably get some feedback for it. So, we'll put it out here now to see how it goes. So when we take the people that help produce the show, and then a couple of the vendors and stuff, that starts limiting the amount of listeners that can come onto the show to somewhere between 5 and 8, depending on how things play out. So what we talked about doing was, because I know what's going to happen. I know we'll put out the register.
What they talked about. I'm out of this right now.
I thought for sure you were part of this conversation.
Well, I have always just said one single open date, registration date, open it up at a certain time, and whoever gets them, gets them.
But yeah, so because we know what's going to happen, we'll put out the registration, and it will fill up. We're at the point now where we'll get 20 people to come, no problem. Mm-hmm. So the suggestion is that we instead of selling registration, we sell raffle tickets for $2 a piece, and you can buy as many raffle tickets as you want. And if you buy raffle tickets, Matt's giving me the stink eye. You buy raffle tickets, all of the money, 100% of the money from the raffle tickets will go to Corva. So this isn't about this is just so we who wants to go on the trip. We sell raffle tickets. You buy as many raffle tickets as you want. We write your name on the raffle ticket. We put it in a hat.
And this is separate from the.
This is separate from registration. This is just to get a spot.
Yeah, this is just to get a spot, and there's an additional fee for
because there's going to be 30 people trying to get a spot. So the only way I could think of to do it
the fairest
way. Sell raffle tickets. Everybody buys raffle tickets. Raffle tickets go in the hat.
And even that's not that fair because people can buy their way.
And we pull
for Corva though. I mean,
it's all going to go to Corva. So we live on the show. We pull a ticket out. It go the first person is we have this many tickets to this many registrations to give. Pull the first ticket out and go. Okay, that person's got a spot. Second ticket, that person's got a spot. And so we raffle off the remaining spots for the winter expedition.
And then you have 1 week from that day to register and pay
and then otherwise they would go to the next person on the list.
And the only reason why it needs to be super prompt is because we got to get the shirt orders in, the hat orders.
Last time, man, for Mojave was a giant catastrophe of last minute trying to get shirts done, and Jose running to pick stuff up, and Matt picking stuff up, and everybody, it was a lot. So right now that's the plan, and I think we're going to do it a lot earlier than we did in the past. So the tentative dates for Winter Expedition is December 29th through January 1st, where we would take off on the morning of the 29th, meet out there,
wherever
that may be, spend New Year's in the desert, come home on the 1st.
Yep.
So if we work backwards, I want to get shirts and stuff ordered by Thanksgiving, which means we got to do the registration beginning of November, end of October. We probably need to do middle of October for registration. So after SEMA, we will do the official registration for Winter Expedition.
I'll tell you, after Mojave was a blast, but it was also like a lot of work, and it thinking about driving out there, like, man, that was it was essentially 2 days of travel just to do it. Just before you even got on the trail or after there's a lot of time. I kind of want to just like Anza Borrego is 2.5 hours from my house. And then boom, you're there. We set up camp. So it's like a combination of, maybe not a combination, but it's like the Parker factor where we're just setting up camp, and then we'll pick trails within the perimeter or whatever circumference or whatever we want from our camp. Let's pick a camp. We've been there enough times. We know, like, pretty cool general areas to camp. And then we have 2 full days of wheeling with lunchtime, with like a more casual, not, oh, we got to get here to a campsite or whatever. We don't have to worry about none of that. It's more like free time. And then when the trip is over, it's just 2.5 hours back home. And that's it. It's not, that was the only thing that was bad about Parker was driving out to Parker. It was like 5 hours or whatever, right?
Oh, shit. It was longer than that. Tammy and I left trying to get out there. It took us like 6 hours to get there because I didn't leave work until 3. Did it take you like 8 hours?
To get to Mojave, it did.
Yeah, to get out to... Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. That was the Mojave trip. To get out to Mojave.
No, Parker... We followed each other.
Yeah, Parker was fine.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the Mojave trip.
Mojave took me 8 hours to get there, dude.
Yeah. It took me less time to get to Parker than it did Laughlin, for sure.
So that's my point. It seems like unless I personally take more time off to kind of bookend the trip, which I might end up doing anyhow. But yeah, I kind of want just a relaxing. If we're gonna go with less people, that sounds good. If we can kind of keep it close, sounds even better. But I wouldn't be opposed to Parker again, knowing the trails and the terrain that we hit. It was that great.
Well, and as far as time off, I'm
taking a week off the month prior for SEMA. So
yeah, well, that's why I'm picking these dates is because, so Christmas is on Saturday, and so our company gets Christmas Eve and Christmas off. So we will probably get Friday and Monday off, the 27th. So we go in on the 28th, the 29th.
28th is the Tuesday?
28th is Tuesday. Wednesday is the 29th. Thursday is the 30th. So the 31st is a day off anyways. So I would only be missing 2 days worth of work. And then when we come back on Saturday the 1st, you still have Sunday the 2nd.
Saturday's the 1st?
Yeah, you'd come back Saturday the 1st. You'd still have Sunday the 2nd off, and if your company recognizes it, the 3rd. Because the 1st is on a Saturday this year. So we usually get New Year's Eve and New Year's. So we get 2 holiday days for that.
No, I'd have to look at that.
Yeah. Well, so even
it doesn't matter. I mean,
either way.
I have 96 vacation hours that I haven't used. I'm using 40 of them for SEMA if I take a couple of days or whatever. They get I get another 80 on the 3rd. So you know what? Yeah, maybe I'll just do it again. I don't know. Plus, I just asked. Apparently, I'm getting put on a different project. So.
Oh, really?
I'm out of hours. But anyhow, we don't have to talk about that.
There's kids allowed on this trip, I'm assuming.
Yeah. There's.
Yeah, like just.
Yeah.
Yeah. So historically,
it's like
it's always all of our trips are family friendly.
Yeah.
But historically, my wife and daughter haven't come because it's butt-ass cold. It's camping in the desert in the winter is not something my wife is totally into.
My wife and kid.
Your theoretical family, Jose?
I gotta see if
make it out this time.
Yeah. The agency has any available that week. The Rent-A-Family agency.
Tammy hasn't been on any of the winter expeditions because we're usually out in the desert and it's 30 degrees at night, 20 degrees at night, and she doesn't want any part of that.
Monty's like, you take those boys. I don't give a shit. Just make sure they wear jackets.
Yeah. So that's right now. That's the winter expedition thing, and so after SEMA, so mid-October, we'll announce the registration. We'll probably do we're gonna do quick. It'll be registration or raffle is announced.
Yep.
And then a week, you have like a week, 2 weeks to buy your tickets. Then we do the raffle, and then you have a week to register, and then we're off and running. Because I need to know exactly who's coming.
I think that's fair, and I think the incentive to overbuy or whatever,
it all goes to Corba.
Again, it's not like you're just increasing your chance, and your money's not going to waste. It's going to Corba.
Well, Shai had a question that said, if your second ticket gets pulled, do you get to pick who gets to come? No. If we pick Shai the first time around, the next one we get Shai, he's already in. It goes to the next. Yeah. So we have to write up the official rules.
And the wait list is going to work like, if someone that gets picked can't go, we just have the first.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll pick
we'll pick like 10 names.
Exactly.
Right?
Let's say we have 8 slots. We'll pick 12 names.
Yeah.
And if someone on that first 8 list doesn't register within a week, it goes to the next person on the wait list.
Yeah.
So that's the like I said, the only
I hate this.
I hate this. Like I want everyone to go. Now the only thing with that is
we just have to do it because for the people that do go, it's just going to be a bit easier, right?
Yeah, I mean I don't want to sound. I don't know. Maybe am I wrong by saying like these are like exclusive? They're not exclusive, right? That's not the right word.
No,
you want them to be like memorable, right? Like
yeah.
And I also want to enjoy myself.
It's really, really difficult to do with that many people. Even if we did something like an Anza where it was like, hey, this is the coordinates for camp, and you make your own. We do.
We could still have people following us down there. Like we know they're going to be down there, and they just hunt us down.
No, I guess by making it like with the shirt and the hat and stuff, it's like it's just like a special time. Like I was on that one.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But I hate this is the worst part of these trips is like trying to decide. I don't want to like nix anyone out, but we also can't have everyone go.
No,
that's the problem.
We're at the point now where we could easily put 40 people on the trail, and no one's going to have a good time.
That's also the good thing too is as much as there are people that I would love to camp and wheel with and have fun with. Well, there's likely other people that I would have even more, just meet somebody else that's equally fun or whatever. So it is what it is. I like that idea rather than first come, first serve, which was like shit, know.
Well, so, and then what this means is on trips like the Mojave and Winter Expedition, it's going to be limited to 20. And then that just means that the other 2 trips a year, we need to go Glamis. We can go to Glamis with 100 people and just be like, here's base camp. There's the dunes. We'll see you back here for the campfire. You know what I mean? Like not a planned run. Just like this is where we're going to be.
A meetup.
A big meetup in the desert. And if anybody wants to go wheeling, I'm going to drive that direction, right?
But those are not going to have shirts or anything.
No. That's just going to.
Also, we're not liable, or we don't have to come get you out of the sand if you get stuck.
No. So a place like Glamis, even Akatia Wells, or something like that, where it can be, look, there's a wide open camp area.
Yep.
We can fit 50 rigs here, and everybody just do their own thing during the day, meet back here for campfire. We're not going to be responsible for food and drinks and water and hats and swag bags and stuff, right? That's a different type of trip. So we just need to make the effort to do both types of trips. The smaller runs, planned trail runs, and then the larger just camp get-togethers.
I mean, we already didn't do a fall one.
Yeah. Well, just time, dude.
I get it.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the Kessel run.
We're going to get a lot of stuff going on pretty soon here, right?
Yeah, we're
F&A cotton.
With Offroad Expo coming up and SEMA coming up and some things changing in our work lives, it's putting us back in a position where we can start shifting. Some.
Are you firing me?
I wasn't going to say anything until later.
Congratulations.
I was gonna wait and
Jose and I are not working together anymore.
I was gonna wait until you came into the office tomorrow and we can have a conversation about it.
On a Wednesday?
He's confused.
Yeah,
it's the holiday got him all messed up.
But the goal is to get back into this and really, really, and thank you to several of you guys, Adam, Joey, handful of you guys that have reached out and said, hey, if you needed help, let us know. And I appreciate that. My brother's going to get more involved as we move forward with some stuff. My nephew's going to get more involved. But we're at the point now.
As long as you stop blowing up computers.
So Joey already texted me with some help. So yeah, had a conversation with Casey and Zen, my nephew, this weekend about Zen doing some video editing, and I was like, yeah, I got plenty of extra parts here. I can build a computer. So I just Monday started putting a computer together, and I didn't set the CPU in the socket correctly and completely borked the pins, and now I can't get the thing to boot. So I gotta check.
You did what to the pins?
Borked.
You borked them?
Porked. You haven't heard borked? The BORKD?
Nah, the Borg, they were the bad guys in Star Trek.
I know, but it's the saying borked comes from
resistance is futile. That's Star Trek, Jose.
I know.
Oh, okay.
To bork something
I like that show.
To bork something is to screw it up, and it became there was a politician named Bork, Robert Bork, conservative judge Robert Bork.
Was he the one that was saying if you put too many military people on Guam that it's going to tip over?
I don't remember. He did something dumb, and so after that, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, you borked it. You borked it."
You guys haven't seen that video?
No.
It's a general talking to a politician, and the politician was like, "Yeah, but if you put too many personnel on Guam, the island can tip over." And the general was like, "Sir, are you saying that?"
Sir, are you on drugs?
He's saying that island is floating, Jose, is what he's saying. Can you prove that it isn't?
You're right, dude. I can't. I can't.
We were just talking about a dude who dug a hole in the ground to get away from his sister a half hour ago. You think it's crazy a politician thinks islands float? That's probably one and the same dude. He's probably like,
oh my God, dude.
Let's set some sails on Guam and get that shit closer to our country.
So they don't have to go so far.
Yeah.
Save some money on travel.
Can we just drag it over there with a couple tugboats?
What are we using boats and ships for? We can just push islands around.
Push it up next to Florida.
Oh, man.
Woo.
Good stuff.
Anyways.
So that's the...
I'm going to look up that dude. You send me the link on that video.
I'll send it to you. I got to send it to the right phone number, though.
If you could. I think my email address is on the show invite at the very least. If that makes it easier for you.
Yeah. But in his defense, he could have emailed you anything. You wouldn't have fucking read it.
I responded to 2 emails from you guys.
You did.
Today.
So bro, I could have sent you the winning lotto tickets for today.
I wouldn't have believed you. Why would I believe you?
So
you're going to give me winning money, lottery money.
Yeah, because the thing is, I get the numbers, but I can't win. So I would have to give it to someone else.
Why can't you win? Because
I got the numbers.
Okay. I'm not going to question why. Next time you send me some numbers, I'm just cashing that shit in. I'm looking for decimal points.
Oh, hold on, you guys I'm talking about Bork, and Casey says it's the singer, and that's not her.
That's
Bjork.
Yeah, the sugar
Bjorn.
cubes.
Mark said it's the Swedish chef. Bork, bork, bork.
Yeah.
I can't believe Mark is old enough to know the Swedish chef from the Muppets. I loved the Muppets. Dude.
Oh, that was great. The 2 old men
yes,
sitting in the...
they were the best.
You two are the old guys in the back.
Yes, are you Kermit? Are you Fozzie Bear?
No, I'm more Fozzie than that.
Fozzie was great.
Waka waka. So that's the plan for the winter expedition. October 9th and 10th is the Offroad Expo. We have confirmed with Nexen that's still a go.
Were we going to talk about that? We're not
because
our Bob Dotson.
So you
scenario?
saw the email from that.
But I also saw with what we did before the show and kind of like that part of the planning.
I know, but
Bob Dotson would have to do the same.
But what I'm saying is, you saw the email from SEMA that said you have to pick it up and show photo ID. Did you read that part of the email?
Oh yeah.
So.
What kind of ID?
Yes. I have a library card.
Government issue with a photo.
Yeah.
You got to give them time to change their name, dude.
That's not true. I got my Robert English one.
Yeah. That was. I don't know how that happened, but that because it wasn't registered as media. That was a group. So the group they went and picked up the group, right? So because we're registered as media, we have to show up, pick up our badge in person. Now that's not to say that if we did this early enough, Bob Dotson couldn't be called something else and be that other person be registered.
We got to get on that then.
Yeah, so we need to figure out how that's going to work. If so the plan was to bring Bob Dotson with us to SEMA.
Yeah, can Nexen get Bob Dotson in?
Oh, that's a good question. That is a good question. I can see if Nexen can register Bob Dotson. That would make it easier.
That would make it a lot easier.
Okay, even if it's not Bob Dotson goes out the window, we were still looking to get access.
Joe Nissan?
Yeah, through Nexen.
Yeah, that was our fallback. But we have we've officially received our media badges from SEMA.
We're official.
We're officially official.
Yeah, we're media.
We are registered
We
media.
are registered as the people's media by
Could you imagine
SEMA.
that 3 years ago? We'd be like, hey, dude, we got media passes to SEMA.
Well, you know what's funny is, yes, 3 years ago I thought about it, but I was like, oh God, it's going to be, I bet you got to, we're not media. I don't, we got to, and
Now I'm thinking, they'll let anybody
they'll
into
let
this show.
anybody do this.
Hey guys, just go ahead and sign up for yourselves. It's not that hard.
Your media, you have a podcast with one episode. Here you go.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's hear it.
I don't know if you guys read the requirements. It was, you had to,
I mean, I did, but can you just go through them real quick?
well, you had to have.
Yeah, no, of course it is, but go ahead.
Yeah, me and Matt both know, but yeah, you're doing a good job. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm sure you read all of it, but you had to have something published with your name on it within the last 12 months. You had to demonstrate, like you had to show a bunch of stuff. So I sent them our full media kit and then multiple links to our YouTube website, podcast page, the whole thing to demonstrate that, yes, this is an ongoing, 190 episodes in since 2016.
Did you send him my interview with Jeremy McGrath?
I didn't.
Like, oh, look at this guy wants to
didn't.
come. We got to get this guy.
This guy shit all over Jeremy McGrath.
Yeah. He just called Jeremy McGrath old.
Oh, man. And then he shit on me, though. He took a big giant dump on me. That was worth it. Jose wasn't there for that. Damn it, Jose.
No.
That was a conflict of interest.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. So if we were going to bring Bob Dotson with us to SEMA, we would have to know who Bob Dotson was by the end of this month to try to get the registration, because it took 2 weeks for the registration. Right. I don't know if now that we're registered, adding another person would be easier, or if we can get registration from include
We just need a
Bob
badge
Dotson. Yeah.
From Nexen.
Yeah. So that's something I'll reach out to Paul and ask if Bob Dotson.
So we don't want to talk about it and get everybody excited and then go, yeah, we're not able to do that. Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, guys.
They already know.
I'm pretty
That's
sure they
a
figured it out at
no-go.
this point.
So we might as well talk about
All right.
it.
So Matt's right.
The idea was,
Do you want to run with it, or do you?
well, I had made
started
the
it,
statement. A few weeks ago, we started talking about SEMA, and I thought, man, it would be super awesome just to take everybody. How do we get everybody into SEMA? And then that sparked a conversation, I think, the next week or over the next week or so, just us talking about stuff. And, why couldn't we just get somebody a badge, whether we registered them? We didn't know the specific rules at the time, because I don't think we'd even registered yet, or we were in the process of.
We had registered, but we hadn't got confirmation.
Right, okay. And so
when we got confirmation, it clearly says you have to show up here.
Right.
And you have to pick up your badge with
an ID.
with photo ID.
Yeah, to match
So I had
your
started
badge.
a registration for Bob Dotson so that we could bring Bob Dotson with us. However,
but the idea to whoever won the opportunity to be Bob Dotson, you would go to the Offroad Expo in Ontario.
well,
Ideally.
well,
or come up with other content.
the Offroad Expo in Ontario is going to be the test.
It's like the tryout.
Yes. So all right, fuck it, we're doing it live. So what we talked about was at Offroad Expo, October 9th and 10th at the Ontario Convention Center, we were going to hold a contest. This is just hypothetical at this point. Nobody freak out. We were going to hold a contest.
Shit.
Yeah.
And I don't even know where you'd submit it to.
We were going to have a contest that anybody that wanted to enter in the contest to go to SEMA with us would have to show up at Offroad Expo and create content during that weekend. So
Right.
whether that be Instagram Live, TikTok, photos, YouTube, audio, interviews, whatever content that would be, whatever form of content you were able to create at Offroad Expo on that weekend would be then submitted to us through Instagram or TikTok. We would post it on the Trailchasers pages, and the three of us would judge who created the best content for that weekend. And whoever created the best content that weekend would become the man on the streets for SEMA. Mm-hmm. And we would not cover hotel. It would basically, you get yourself to Vegas.
You get a badge.
All you get is a badge and a T-shirt.
And you get to hang out.
And a T-shirt. So that was the intent, and we it looks like we may have a Bob Dotson badge.
Okay. See,
we're back in.
I like Real Rigs was like, so it's a contest to see who changes their name to Bob Dotson first.
Yes.
Or that. I'm willing to give up my badge if you did that.
Remember way back when Bobby Lickatoe showed up with his ID badge and said Bobby Lickatoe? We need someone to show up with Bob Dotson. And Tim says, I'm confused. Can I just go to SEMA without all the nonsense? No, Tim, you can't. You cannot get into SEMA.
You can go to SEMA.
I don't know that Tim can't. Because you never know. Dude.
He'll find a way, dude.
Yeah.
Do it. Shai says, I can say Omaha at the expo. We were just talking about that the other day, how awesome Omaha was. We have to come up with one for the expo.
That was the most random shit, dude.
But, so right now, if we can figure out how to make this work, I need to get confirmation that we can get an extra badge for SEMA. And if anybody from SEMA is listening, this is hypothetical. We're never going to do this. And we get the... if we can make that work, then we can put on a contest, do the thing in October. The only thing is, you've got basically 3.5 weeks from October 9th and 10th, which is a Saturday Sunday. We would have to announce the winner the 12th,
next episode,
the 12th,
yeah,
and then you would have 3 weeks to get a room and get time off work and all those things to get to Vegas. That's
it's kind of tight.
That's tight, right? It'd be tough. So if we can figure out a way to take a listener to SEMA, which I think would be a cool. Jose, you weren't even on the show yet.
No.
When you got the opportunity to go to SEMA, how would you rate that, or what would you say your experience was like?
What would you do to go to SEMA?
What wouldn't I do?
Yeah,
that's the question.
Right. Okay.
But I mean, when you got that opportunity, what was it like?
It was super overwhelming. Like, cause one, I had always wanted to go to SEMA, and I just never could figure out. I don't know how I'm ever going to get into SEMA, right?
And who says stalking won't get you shit?
See?
Like now you know, people.
He had other podcasts he was stalking.
Yeah, we just came through first. We were the lowest. We were the lowest one on the totem pole.
Yes.
So,
but when you offered that to me, I'm like, dude, this might be my only chance. And I even spoke to Letty. I'm like, I have to go. She's like, yeah, go. So when we went, it was just it was just really weird that you extended the offer, just like you hardly even knew me really. Just from that.
And you'd still win.
Yeah. I remember he showed up. I'm like, here's a hat. Here's a shirt. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, and then we went to the show. I mean, we saw. There's so much to see, dude. We didn't see everything.
No, because it was only
it was 1
2
day,
days.
2 days. Yeah, it was
1.5. 1.5 days. Yeah.
Yeah, the second night we had another event we had to go cover.
Yes,
right. We worked the other event.
That's right. Tammy had an event for the company she was working for.
Right.
And so
we ended up I became a photographer.
Jose was the photographer for the event that night.
But yeah, that was cool too. But it was just overwhelming in the sense that there's so much to see. Like we didn't leave that building and we didn't see everything.
No,
and we walked around outside for a while. It's just there's so much to see. Mm-hmm. But it was awesome. It's an awesome experience.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So if we can figure out how to make that happen, it would be cool. No promises, but we'd have to come up with something.
I think that trying to get listeners to provide content on from the expo, the Offroad Expo, is a little too tight.
Yeah, for as far as lodging and all that stuff goes,
lodging and registration, right? I mean, so we would almost have to kick this off next week and have a someone chosen by the end of this month to register in time to get. If we don't have to do the registration. I don't know. We'll talk about it off air. The intent is we want to try to take someone with us if we can. We just don't know if we can make it work, right? I mean, originally the thought was just register a fictitious name, but someone smarter than us has come up with a way to keep that from happening.
Stupid smart people.
Stupid smart people. Okay. We've got a couple emails. We'll roll through those real quick. So Dave, I've not read these, so I don't know what they say. Dave from Oregon. He said, "Damn, you guys, you remembered I had that Subaru? I was hoping you would have forgotten about that. I'm trying to change cars too much. I change cars too much.
What do you do for a living, sir?
Yeah, you are starting to sound like my wife. I'm just looking for the right vehicle, that's all. I would have stayed with the Ranger if it hadn't turned out to be a big piece of shit. Not that yours is, Cody, but mine definitely was. Let me know what you guys, when you guys want to connect and talk about that 4XE. Wish you were closer. I'd head down for the weekend, do some wheeling, and you could give it a try. By the way, are there any electrical outlets on the Mojave Trail? I need them about every 25 miles or so." Dave from Oregon, not Portland either, just Oregon. So yeah, we listened to Dave's voicemail last week about his 4XE Jeep, and give it a month. He'll have something else to talk about. We'll have something else.
Yeah, he's like, "We've got a TRX. It just keeps going up like levels."
Yeah, he did. He went Subaru, Wrangler, Rubicon.
No, Ranger.
Rubicon though.
Oh, that's
right. Didn't he go Subaru, Rubicon, Ranger? Now 4XE.
I think he went Sahara.
I thought he had a Wrangler first, and then was like, it just
that's
wasn't
right.
that fun
That's
to
right.
drive
Wrangler,
around,
then
like
back
as a
down to
daily
Subaru.
Yes.
Yeah, he's all over the place. He's pan vehicle.
He's sick of vehicles.
Pan vehicle. No one got that reference.
I did. I just chose not to acknowledge it.
All right, probably better.
I was trying to make it better. But.
Probably better. This is from Tommy Harrell. My first real overland trip. Guys, super stoked. I'm currently prepping for my trip out west. Leaving early October for 8 days and 3,500 plus miles. Planning to run the Mojave Road, spend a day in Moab, and maybe a couple passes in Colorado. I've been an off-road guy since the turn of the century, but the terrain is going to be dramatically different than the Midwest farm driving. I was wondering if you would share the GPX files for one of your runs, or if Cody would make a full itinerary for me. Oh. Don't threaten me with a good time, sir.
Oh, that's
because if I do an itinerary,
have you done it already?
If I do an itinerary, I want GPS tracking to make sure that they've hit those marks.
This sounds like one of those old timey letters, like me and my pa heading out west.
He said, "I honestly spent 30 minutes trying to find the Renegade Highway in the Mojave Road guide." Oh shit! Only to hear the truth.
You just gotta keep looking.
Only to hear the truth in episode 190. If you have any must do or must avoid, it would be very helpful. Looking forward to getting blown out in Laughlin. If I don't enjoy the trip, it's probably Jose's fault because he didn't buy a Gladiator. Tommy, once again, obligatory pictures of my rig, one from early 18 and last July. So, what
does he have?
So I'm gonna pull it up right here. So
shit!
That's a full modded out JK with a stake bed in back and a rack. The original Jeep looked like this, just a standard 2-door JK, and then he completely kitted it out, and it looks pretty badass. So yeah, man, Tommy, I will email you a link to a couple different Mojave. We have a bunch of Mojave Trail maps, and I'll email you a link. If I don't do it in the next week or so, remind me again. But yeah, we've got a handful of maps, things that we've seen and done, and places to go. Renegade Highway is essentially just the you heard it on episode 190. It's the area from Lava Tube to Razor Road, Tim says skip Mojave and do more days in Moab. Mojave, I mean, it's a 2-day trip. You can blast through it in 1 day if you wanted to.
It's one long day.
Yeah, you could
super long.
Yeah,
day.
you could do it one long day, but yeah, you definitely want to spend some time in Moab, no matter how you slice that.
Yeah, I've never been to Moab.
It's amazing, and that's something we need to do. Winter expeditions in Moab. We're doing it. The shitty thing about Moab is there's no easy way to get there. It's a freaking 16-hour drive,
dude.
No matter what. Yeah,
That sounds sucky.
it is. It's you need. The way we did it was
Yeah, you need 1 day of travel to go.
well, we did it in 2 days. We went to
Zion or
no, what's the Mesquite? We went to Mesquite, Nevada, spent the night, and then went into Moab, and then wheeled for 4 days. And then drove back, stopped in Vegas, spent the night, and then came home. So 2 days of travel on the front, 2 days of travel on the back.
Adam's saying it's 11 hours.
Maybe
If you're in the frontier, it's probably
in the
5.
front turd.
In the
Front turd. In the front turd, who knows? In the frontier, it's 5 or 6 hours probably.
Adam, are you sure about that math? I don't know if
The build and price your own Frontier's up on Nissan now.
that was going to be my next thing. Is Adam sent me that link today? Adam has a lot of free time on his hands,
Tons.
and he sends me content all the time, and then I forget that he sends me the content when we sit down and record, and we don't talk about it. So from my house. Yeah, 11 hours. So it's saying 11 hours. So you could do it in a day. On the way back, we were going to do it in 1 day, just going to keep going because we'd hit Vegas and we were all good to go. But some people wanted to stay and gamble, so we spent the night. And that was trailering. So so yeah, you could do it in a 11, 12-hour day of driving. But it's tough, dude. So you need at least 1 day on the front, 1 day on the back.
Yeah, as you get older, you got to slip in your naps. Like, man, I got a nap like every 4 or 5 hours,
and potty breaks and constant potty breaks,
nap time, snack time.
Yep.
You got to put in some snack time. It's rough.
Yep.
It's rough when you get old, Jose.
Yeah, I know.
Don't do it.
Unfortunately, I'm on my way there.
Stop getting old. Stop now.
Knock that shit off. There's an Olaf Campout October Festivus.
Yeah, dude,
October 15th and 17th.
I must have seen that on Instagram. I just how did we miss that? Or
I honestly think I just
or was it supposed to happen and then it got pushed out or something like that?
I don't know. I don't know the details. But the
that's the Rory.
Yeah, it's
Rory and
shift pod and trigger controller
Yeah.
and Hellweg, peak suspension, Baja Forge, LGE CTS, Lightner, Rig Talk, UTV Source, Pelican, Haro, Owl Off-Road.
We used to hang out with those guys.
We
used to hang out with
We used
those
to be
guys?
part of the cool kids, but we are not part of the cool kids anymore.
All we talk about is snacks and naps, dude.
Yeah. So if you're
Why are those geezers here again?
If you're interested, go to olafevents.com. I mean,
in a past life, we would have been emceeing that thing.
Yeah. Well, we completely, for a while, we kind of backed down and between pandemics and work and other things going on, it's been everything we could do to keep the show going. But we absolutely adore all these people. They're fantastic. We've loved doing work with them and collaborating with them. So we'll do our part to support them.
Some of the most funniest nights I've ever had with those people. There.
Yes, sitting around campfires at places.
Every time I hear them on other podcasts or whatever, and I hear them talking about having great times camping, I think of that one specific night.
It's
like
that one
they're
night,
talking,
dude,
they're talking about that one night. I know, I was there.
Matter of fact, on the Olaf Events page, olafevents.com, they're showing the video from King of Hammers 2020.
Which
is where we
wasn't the aren't the forests supposed to be closed or something?
They are closed right now.
Somebody said they're going to open it back up by that time.
I don't know. I know they're closed now.
The forest, they're closed to like September 20-something or 17th or something like that.
Yeah.
Because fires can't happen after that.
I don't know the details.
It's just because of the fires.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know the details of when they're opening or closing or doing their thing.
I wish there was a machine you could type in stuff.
Tim, you stay away from our mountains. We don't want you lighting our mountains on fire.
No, the only people who do that are people about to have a baby. That's how
True.
California
that
burns down.
That could be Tim too.
And then
unlike
He's got a lot of kids.
yeah,
unlike our elitist expeditions, Adam is inviting people, whoever wants to go, to his trip.
Welcome
to his trip to Moab in April.
that's right. They were going to do that in April. That's right.
He's non-elitist. He's
no,
not like us.
he's not. Weird jerks. The speaking of those
Speaking about jerks.
speaking of those people that lit California on fire with that gender reveal, did you hear they were charged with murder?
Yeah.
The one from a couple years ago. Yeah. Good. I mean, it's just stupid that they're charged with murder.
Oh,
it's
dude,
called accountability, Jose.
Bro,
accountability.
Dude, what if that was you though?
I would never have done that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
And now I know better. And now
Nobody
it's
will do that. Yeah,
exactly. It's going to save the next 20 people from doing dumb shit like that.
It's super fucked up, but I'm just saying. I don't think they ever thought in their minds that was going to lead to the outcome it led to.
Oh no, for sure, they didn't expect it.
It's called like one of the lowercase murder charges, not intended or whatever.
But
liability,
man.
liability's liability.
I know, man, but I don't know. I'm trying to put myself in those people's shoes.
Why put yourself in stupid people's shoes?
Dude, you got to be objective because you got to be objective about this.
I don't have to be nothing. You can't make me be
That's
objective.
True. I don't have to make you. I get it. Like a firefighter died, but like other people died too. But like I said, these people's intent was not to murder people. They were just trying to celebrate.
We don't know that.
You're right. You know right. I am.
They could have been super devious.
Anyways,
I think seriously. That is. It's horrible on all accounts.
It's a totally fucked up situation.
Accounts. But you can't. People were doing that and lighting shit on fire all the time. It wasn't just the one time. Then
I don't know.
It was like
I don't know.
It was a plague of shit being blown up or lighted on fire because of those stupid reveals.
Yeah, and so are those Mylar balloons that that they sell at every dollar store and every Target.
What did they do?
They cause fires.
Yeah, they get caught in the lines.
Okay. And they're still there. I can
don't
go buy
sell those
10
either.
for 10 right now.
Hey, just check this. I don't know if we talked about this at the time, but on the olafevents.com page, a homepage, there's the video of it's Edward Shin's video of King of the Hammers 2020, and we are featured we've seen this one because Jose had the shirt on. And we were making fun of him at 13 minutes into that video. We were making fun of Jose's desert shirt. I haven't seen that shirt since Mojave, since Hammers. Have you retired it?
No, I wore it. Did I wear it on Mojave? No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No, it's still there.
He wears it out. Special dinners.
Yeah, it's special occasion shirt. No, I get it, Perry. Like it's their negligence caused death. It's just.
And millions of dollars of damage.
I agree.
It's a precedent. It's just a precedent. You have to.
If you were in their shoes, you'd be like, you'd be. Oh man. Anyways,
it's the same thing. Essentially, drunk driving or whatever. You're being negligent there. You're blowing something. I don't know. It's people accidental deaths happen all the time.
Put it this way.
And then you're charged with murder. Whether it's with intent of, first degree murder or whatever, there's a price to be paid. Accountability.
I just like, if it were one of you guys, I would be like, burner's a little
if it was me and I had actually lit something on fire and it killed a fireman,
don't say what you're about to say, dude, because you're not in those shoes.
I would not even fight it. I go, you guys, whatever the consensus is, I wouldn't even argue against it.
All right.
But I would feel guilty. Do they feel? Maybe the guys, just like I said, maybe he feels good about it. Like, yeah, no, whatever, man. Lock me up.
I don't know about that, dude.
Lock me up. No, I don't mean he feels good about, but he's probably. Oh, how many years I got to do? I feel horrible. It was something I made a mistake.
Dude, think about.
But now they have a kid. Now they have a baby.
Oh, that's cool. You know what? Get out of jail free card. Just start popping up.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying, like.
Well, this episode is going.
Hey, we got another person liable to start lighting shit on fire in the future because that dumbass had some kids.
All I'm saying, I'm not saying it's right or wrong that they're getting charged with murder. All I'm saying is that it's fucked up that it's led to that road. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Hard pivot. And you know what? Yeah. It was really hard for that fireman who just got up one morning, and next thing you know, he didn't get up the next.
Fuck, dude. All right. What do you want me to say, dude?
Right.
I get it. Like it's fucked up on all situations. All right. They didn't intend for that to happen, and that obviously.
First of all, you could have. You got to have a stupid gender reveal party. You have the one I saw. It was a few months ago. It was like a fake wrestling match in a yard where it was a guy in like a pink tutu or like a suit,
leotard.
And another guy in leotard and a blue one. And so naturally, it was like whoever won, it was boy or girl. It was at first it started. I'm like, this is the lamest. When are we going to end this stuff? Next thing you know, I'm like, oh my God, he's going for the pin. It's going to be a boy. And then, no, it was just like watching WWF with the Hulkster back in the day. And then after like 2.5 minutes of poorly choreographed wrestling, it ended up being a girl, and it was great. Everybody around the ring was cheering. It was awesome.
Do that instead, all right, people?
Nobody died.
We did the cake. Like I didn't even know why we needed to do it.
You cut the cake.
Yeah, why do we need a gender reveal? You just tell people what the is. But apparently we needed one, and we did the cake. We had to cut the cake, and so the middle layer and all the icing inside the cake was supposed to be pink.
Did they?
When you cut into it, the layer was so thin you couldn't even tell, right? So we cut in and we looked at it, we're like, oh, it's a girl. And my dad looks at the cake and he's like, how do you know it's a girl?
That's blue.
I said, Dad, it has nothing to do with the cake. We just know it's a girl. like somehow there was magic in the cake.
Oh, no. Oh, you guys knew already.
Yeah, we knew.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
Oh, no?
We found out, we just opened a box with balloons, all right? It wasn't fucking crazy.
Were they Mylar balloons?
They were not Mylar.
Okay, all right. This has been eco-friendly Trail Chasers. But
yeah, I don't know what the fuck that last segment was, but
that was just we do a really so everybody, this is a very conscious effort. We avoid politics, current affairs that aren't related to off-roading and outdoors.
I was just putting myself in their shoes. I'm like, dude, how would I feel?
We specifically avoid.
I chose the other pair.
Yeah, you did.
We specifically avoid those conversations, I made the mistake of bringing it up. Because I heard it right before the thing.
Now I got to go fight Matt out in front of your house.
Yes. I'm not gonna fight you.
So we'll film it.
I'll just let you beat on me.
No, we'll film it, and whoever pins the other one will determine whether or not they get out of jail.
The fire guy gets out of jail?
Because you win.
I don't care enough about that guy to fight for him to stay in jail. Is that the logic?
I see. I like Adam's approach. We just found out from the doctor and told people. That was my plan. That was my plan the whole time.
Adam, you know what? You're a pretty wise individual. We just, we found out.
We found out, and we text people.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I made a couple of phone calls. Pink or blue didn't matter.
And then we didn't tell anybody the name until she was born. Partially because we didn't know the name until she was born, and partially because. There were people with a lot of opinions about names.
Oh man, I remember that shit,
dude. There was a name we really wanted. It was on my list, and then a specific family member was pushing for that name, and I was like, "Stop,
psych,
shut up!" Because if the minute you push that, it's gonna be. So that was it.
There was one name I was pushing hard, and it was a no-go from the beginning. I wanted to name my son Thaddeus.
Oh, I'm down with that. Thaddeus Alvarado the third.
Thad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a hard pass.
Yeah. Because that means Thad in high school is wearing sweaters like over his neck and
he's
stuff.
Probably he's either going to be the coolest guy in school or the nerdiest guy in school.
No, they're gonna look at him like, Thaddeus. Your family made that up because you're not a Thaddeus.
But yeah, I was pushing for that name hard. I'm like, there's only one thing I'm asking for in life, in this marriage, is just so I can name my son.
Why? Where's Thaddeus come? Why?
I don't know. It's just a cool old name. Like, you don't hear names like that anymore.
No, you don't. Gertrude.
Because I guess it's because my name is so damn common. Like, they put no effort into my name. They're just like, yeah, we're Mexican. Yeah, Jose. But yeah, I don't know. Well, I thought it would be a cool name.
It would be a cool name. We call him Big Tad.
Thad.
Do you remember Big Tad? K-Rock?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the end of baby names and reveal parties. Yeah, it's been a
gambit here today, huh?
A gambit of
SEMAs and holes and
fires, murder charges, baby names.
Tune in next week for the appellate court
Yeah.
discussion.
No, we will avoid those. We will continue to avoid those conversations. Well, look, we got a lot of stuff coming up. So for sure, October 9th and 10th at Expo, that's going to be fun. If you're local, Southern California, be there. SEMA, November 2nd through the 5th. We would really like to take somebody with us if we could, but we're not sure how to make that work, but we will try.
Hey, super side tangent.
Oh, shit.
We never talked about this on the show, huh? How we wanted to start a separate show, but disguise our voices.
Well, now you've kind of fucked that up.
Yeah, but we never said
no.
If we're
Oh yeah, we had a lot of conversation about starting a separate show that was very specific to news and current topics.
Whatever, yeah, just like political shit, religious shit.
Yeah, and
all the shit
of it, all of the stuff that we don't talk about on the show.
Well, we talk about, just not on the show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That we don't talk about the show. And then the whole thing was we would have to disguise our voices, because if the three of us started putting on a show, people would figure it out. And then
it would have to be disguised voices.
We still advertise the same network, 4x4 network.
It's some random voice. If you haven't listened to the Trailchaser podcast,
that's a great show.
It's a great show. This
So
show's brought to you by the Trailchasers podcast. But it came down to time.
It just came down to time.
There's no way. And this was even before I took this job.
This was like, all right, guys.
I was
this is another night.
Nope.
Another night, another like 2 to 3 hours of, and then we might not even end up being friends after that show.
First episode. First episode done.
It's the one and done show, and then
it'd be epic.
Yeah.
Be an epic show.
I think we could do it and have a good time, because we all have some good opinions, strong opinions on things.
I think it'd be interesting.
I think going into the chat room here, I think Rob and Tim doing a post-weekly recap of this show would be pretty good.
No.
It would be pretty good.
We could switch.
It'd be better than the show.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be better than the show.
We could switch this show to every other week, and then the other show to every other week.
Yeah, they could be offset each other.
The theoretical
theoretical pretend show. Yeah, but all of a sudden, if we stop doing this weekly, everybody would be looking for the other one. This is brand new. This is brand new political talk show with a orange and black logo. I wonder
with
if this
three
is
hosts.
Yes, with a guy named Juan, Carlos, and
Corey.
Corey, yeah, Juan, Corey, and Mike. Recording in Corona, California. Oh shit, that'd be fun. But then no one would go wheeling with us.
Maybe
we're trying to cut them down.
We're on the verge of that anyways. We're on the verge of that anyways. Cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out. We will keep you informed on events coming up. We want to try to do some. We want to do some kind of day run or something in the next few weeks.
Yeah, you guys ever going to go off-roading again?
Yeah.
If only somebody invited me.
Yeah.
If only somebody had my phone number.
Man, yeah, I have to check my phone.
Maybe I have to have Joey D give me trade exchange number.
Yeah.
I think I have his number.
Yeah. Do you, Matt? Are you busy Saturday? You got a thing going on Saturday?
No, don't know.
Yeah, because I've been sending pictures of my skin
on the 11th?
skin conditions to Matt,
On the 11th?
asking him for his opinion, but he hasn't been replying.
Well, you're sending it to the wrong
I guess
Matt.
I'm sending it to wrong Matt.
And some dude sitting there showing his wife, look at this guy's rash. He keeps sending me.
This guy's got some real problems.
Why is this guy asking me about his rash? I won't say who, but I told both of you that I was getting a text from someone that was trying to find the keys to the warehouse and from another state. And I was like, you've got the wrong Cody. And they were like, oh, yeah, you're right. This is the wrong Cody.
Hey, what's up, Cody?
There was another one quickly. 2021 Ford Ranger initial quality second best in segment, says
Ford
JD
Ranger.
Tower. Ford
Look at
Ranger.
that Ford Ranger.
Ford Ranger 2021 initial quality survey ranking it among the best, second best. Just so you
not according to Dave in Oregon.
Dave in Oregon didn't get a good one though.
Yeah, what's first?
Only topped by the Jeep Gladiator. Ranked above the Chevy Colorado and Honda Ridgeline. So, still pretty good. I'm still pretty happy with mine. So,
Did you see that thing Honda put out today?
somebody mentioned that in the chat room about an off-road option
Trail ready or some shit. Their off-road version.
Yep. Look it up.
of the Honda Ridgeline.
Yeah, it's a new trim they're gonna start putting out. It's called Trail.
Tim said, congratulations on being better than a Honda Ridgeline. I can't say nothing because mine didn't make it.
Yeah. Well, it made initial quality surveys in 2003 when it first came out.
Trail
Yeah.
Sport. There you go.
Yeah, I've got it. It's right here. So Honda launches Trail Sport trim. See, look, there's the Ridgeline with a lot of dirt around
that's not
it.
a Ridgeline.
Hold on.
That's yeah. Put on your other glasses.
Yeah, it's something else.
I think it's a Pilot.
Honda announced today that it will be launching a Trail Sport sub-brand, which gives Honda SUVs and trucks an extra degree of off-road prowess.
But if you start off with no off-road prowess,
Well,
Some measure of prowess.
but it's so maybe it puts it up there with.
it's like the Subaru Wilderness package. You know how they put out the Outback Wilderness, and now they have the Forester Wilderness.
Everybody knows if you want an off-road package, it's got to have like a 4 and then some X's and some letters and shit.
It's got to be
To make it
4x4.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a 4-wheel drive.
You got to let people know. You can't just put a little sticker on there and say,
I inquired about a new Frontier.
"Did you?" From the
they
dealer.
They wanted 46,000, but I don't know what options they had on it because it wasn't even.
If
there.
that was something you could build, like, all right, this is what I want, 46, do it.
Yeah, no, I didn't. They're just like, we have one coming in a couple weeks. It's 46.
Pro 4X?
Yeah, it was a red one.
You would complete the Trident. It'd be an American Trident, dude.
But I don't know what options or
He's not going to do it, dude.
lack thereof.
When we go test drive it, he will.
He's not going to do it.
We'll have to fight over it.
If I can get one at sticker, I would. But they're not going to be.
That's probably what if that's the sticker? The high end, right? They were showing 43, 44 for
at that
all
price
the bells
range,
and whistles.
But at that price range, you're at
It levitates.
You're a Rubicon.
I heard
you're a Jeep Gladiator Rubicon.
Exactly. You could be a Frontier. Hey, you said it yourself. At that price, I got to be a Gladiator, whatever. Ugh.
So the Nissan Frontier Crew Cab starts at 37. It says.
The Pro 4X, right?
Pro
they only
4X.
have the one option.
Yeah. So it starts at.
Damn, look how good that looks.
It's a nice looking truck. I mean, it's.
It's got to be in that Baja tan, Baja Storm color.
Yeah. You go the Baja Storm.
Yeah, look at that.
I like the Boulder Gray.
That one's cool, or the green.
This Red Alert, is that orange enough? No, it's too red. There's Cardinal Red and then Red Alert. But
The green
What
one's
about
cool.
that gunmetal?
gunmetal, it's just like a
Silver.
Silver. Yeah.
All right.
Can't go wrong with white. Go with glacier white. I think I would do the Boulder gray is what I would do. So we'll make one tan for Jose. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And we're done.
$300, $400 for that tan. So when you start squawking about money, Jose, just think about the extra $400 you're doing for that tan.
For $250, you get those B-lock wheels. Like, you might as well add it, right? For $250, like,
all right.
Yeah,
All right.
no.
All right. There we go. So we added some beadlock style wheels,
yeah.
right? So body protection, you can get you can get mud flaps,
Nope,
wind deflector.
Those
No,
are coming off. No.
none of that stuff. Styling,
I think you have to pay extra to have them not put it on. That's what it is.
you can get that hood graphic for $500.
Nope.
Man, that looked good on the tan. You got to do it.
Yeah, you want that Utilitrack. You use yours, right, Matt? That
yeah, the tie downs.
It's the best thing.
Yeah.
It is the best thing of all time.
Yeah. Or you can get the sport bar.
Oh, they got a zombie apocalypse
They
bar.
do have a zombie bar.
no.
How
but
much
then
they want for that? I want to put one of those on my
$1,000
truck.
bucks.
But you can't get that Utilitrack.
I'll copy that and make it myself.
Put the Utilitrack back on.
So you'd rather do the Utilitrack, okay. And then tailgate logo insert.
What's that look like?
Just the letters inside there. You don't need that. Black exhaust,
Nah.
you don't need that.
Yeah, you just go out there with a Sharpie and color it in.
Yep. You can get a bunch of storage. We're going to skip that. We don't need that. And running boards, you're probably not going to need those because they'll get ripped off. And
Well, they have those right there they just selected.
Off-road style rails.
Yeah, you can. Oh, they're not coming up.
No.
Well, they're kind of like they have a step in them, but you can unscrew the step part.
Oh, okay.
But no, they're still gonna get all fucked up. They're not real sliders.
Yeah, I would say remove those. Just
It's the same frame as the old one, and White Knuckle has sliders for the old one. So
yeah, and you can get a license plate frame. It looks like you can get wheel locks, polished aluminum license plate. You don't need anything.
$43,000, huh?
So right there's $43,000.
That's a lot of money.
So priced out, built out the way you want it, would be 43. So if they have the one for 46, if it's configured this way.
Yeah, what if it looks just like that?
That 46 is a lot of money, guys. Like that's
What? God, tired of your negative talk about telling me about money. Why won't you just get this truck and make us happy?
There's 56 nearby. There's 56
Where,
of them
dude?
right here.
No, there
56 nearby.
What?
Bullshit. I looked.
50 miles away.
Where?
Well, they're
4x2. 4x2.
Yeah, it's the Pro X.
It's the Pro X. I need a Pro 4X.
There's a red one.
Nope. I need that
For 39.
Yeah. That's
nice. That
beautiful red.
Valley High Nissan, right up the road, dude. Right up to 15.
Oh, there's your
4x2.
There, 38.
Those are all 4x2s.
Pro X. Yeah, that's 4x2.
Oh,
What the dilly, yo?
Yeah, hey, dude. I mean, their search filter. They have one.
No,
you have the right. Their filter sucks.
Oh.
Oh, you don't. Oh no, you don't have the. It didn't say Pro 4X only.
But this is what I was building.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just not like you said, it's not a good filter.
If I could get one at sticker, which is probably not gonna fucking happen.
Well, we need to spend here's what we do. We put on all of our Trailchaser gear, our portable recorder, and we go around to all these places that have them and start and pretend like we're doing like a full-on show and see if that convinces them.
Go on.
See if that convinces them to. Yeah, wow.
Those are all Pro X's.
I didn't even know they had the Pro X. So a Pro X is basically
it's like
two-wheel drive.
Two-wheel drive
with a locker.
No locker.
I thought I had a locker.
Interesting. So yeah, I'm not even a fan of that. So it's basically a two-wheel drive with the
With
accoutrement.
Yeah.
With the
looks.
the outfits. Yeah. So you've got one. You've got the one.
The red one.
The red one.
Yeah, that's the one I called about. Valley High. They want 45,000.
I mean, what's an extra 5,000, dude?
About $100 a month.
Get your trade-in value for the landcruiser. Well, I think you should buy that, but it doesn't matter. All right, everybody. I tried to cut this off 20 minutes ago. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Jose won't get a truck this week. Don't worry about it. And we will talk to you guys later. Bye.